General thoughts was I thought we played extremely well the first 10 minutes of that game, not just because we got goals, but because we were playing smart, we were playing on the defensive side of the puck, we were not giving up opportunities to them, we were getting opportunities ourselves. It was a real good start to the game. And then, hard to say this, but unfortunately, we got 2 goals. And once we got 2 goals, 10 minutes into the game, once we got 2 goals, we completely changed how we played. And you're going to give UMass a lot of credit for just hanging in there and playing hard throughout. We did not. We turned the puck over, played on the offensive side of the puck, thought it was going to be, thinking we were pretty good after 2-0. Then UMass got their bus legs away from them, and they started skating. And all of a sudden, I thought we, in general, lost our poise and gave the puck away 100 times. The amount of turnovers we made were bizarre to me. But I've seen it happen a lot. The team thinks they're better than they are. And get up 2-0 and prove, well, we're pretty good. And then we started playing very, very unthorough, and UMass started playing very, very thorough. And that's why we wound up. That's why, in reality, it seems like we each got the same out of this game, but they got a lot more out of this game. Not only did they get a point on the road, but they come back from a 2-0 deficit to get that point. And I thought, after the first 10 minutes, they outshot us and out-territorialized us the rest of the game. So for the last 15 minutes of the game, I thought UMass played a lot better than we did. I can't say I'm surprised. We got a young team, they got a young team, things go, but I certainly am disappointed. I thought the 2 best players on the ice were the 2 goaltenders because both teams left their goalies out to dry quite a bit, and both goalies played extremely well.
You said Milan was great, and I kind of wondered if part of it was the team's like, well, Kieran's just going to stop everything, so we don't really need to do too much.
No, they didn't. I don't think that has anything to do. I think it has more to do with, there's a puck, I'll go try to grab it and go, and I didn't get it because I was playing on the offensive side of it instead of the defensive side of it. It was more our positioning and our willingness to play defense first. There was no willingness to do that after the 10 minute. The idea was, let's go get some goals. And it was more like we were playing shinny hockey and they were playing thorough hockey. If it wasn't for Kieran, they win that game 4 to 5 to 2.
Especially when you guys are trying to run the breakout, that's where a lot of the passes seem to get sloppy. Is that, I mean, is there something technical that you guys are working on? Maybe
No, it had nothing to do with technical. It had to do with guys didn't want to make that first outlet pass. Guys were hanging way up the blue line instead of being back in position. We had people open. That wasn't good enough. We're going to carry it a little longer and then turn it over. You know how good we are? I'm going to make a great pass instead of just the right pass. Most of our quote-unquote brand-name players had tough nights tonight. Most of the guys that are supposed to be the guys we depend on did not play well tonight. They were, I think they were full of themselves.
Were you surprised at how well Tegnia played his first career start with their captain goalie out for last?
No, there's no pressure on him whatsoever. He's down 2-0. Then all of a sudden we start fooling around, and their team plays a lot better. So he made some big saves, and but he's a good goaltender. That's why they recruited him.
Things you're saying sound very familiar to some of the things we heard last year. One of the things that didn't happen last year was guys didn't seem to learn from that, or if they did, it was very late in the season. Do you think that?
No, I don't think that was. Most of the time last year it was lack of effort. It was lack of. This wasn't so much lack of effort. It was an effort to do too much on one side of the puck. So I don't think it was anything like last year. And will we learn from it? We should. If we had won that game, we wouldn't have learned from it. Maybe we'll learn from it now.
Coach, it looks like they were really keen in on Connolly and Denny on the right.
No, it didn't matter who was there. We played it right into their hands. They were over-pressuring that side, and we just kept passing it right down the boards to a guy who was almost covered. We made bad decisions with the puck, 5-on-5, 5-on-4, even 4-on-5 a few times. We had chances to get it out and try to turn it over. And I don't know exactly how many, I'll have to look at our book because they don't keep turnovers here, but we turned the puck over an awful lot. We had possession of the puck and turned it over.
Coach, one positive that stands out is how was that 0 for 5 on the power play and then 1 shot.
Yeah, I thought they only had 1 shot in their power plays total. We did a great job on the power play, on the penalty. Maybe that's a sign that, hey, we got to face some adversity here. They got an extra man. Maybe we'll play hard now and we'll be real smart now. But once it's 5-5 again, we have to be that smart because we're too cool.
Coach, were you happy with Trevino and Chiason's first game back?
Yeah, I thought they played well. I thought Nieto played well on that line. I thought that line looked pretty sharp. Was Nieto the one that went in alone at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chiason's fun.
And I thought they played well. I thought that, they were jacked up to play, obviously, and they gave us some more depth. But I wasn't pleased with some other guys. And even then, at times, they overhandled the puck sometimes, too.
So nice on that last play with Nieto, the penalty from behind on a breakaway. Was there any talk of a penalty shot there?
Yeah, I can't say until I see the film, but it appears to me he was in alone, and he got chopped from behind. If he's directly in alone with nobody, if he's not from the side when he chopped him, then it should be a penalty shot. But I don't know where he chopped him from, but he chopped him pretty good. So.
Could you just remember what you saw in the review, how you could really tell what happened in the first one?
I didn't see the review.
What was the explanation?
The explanation was that the puck went through the net from behind the net out front after the net was tipped up. But what we thought was the puck before that went into the net, came back out again. But, they got the top, they can see it up top, so I'm sure they were right on that one. On the breakaway, my whole bench was yelling penalty shot because we thought it was from directly from behind. If it's from directly from behind and he causes a penalty, then it's supposed to be a penalty shot. Now, like I say, I don't know if it was directly from behind. I didn't see the replay. Well, then you can make comment on that. About the rule says if he's from directly behind, and I don't know if I didn't see whether or not he came from the side or he came from behind. But if he's from directly behind, it should be a penalty shot.
Anything else?
No, that's the pro rule. There's nothing to do with that. Just because you get a shot on net doesn't mean you don't get the penalty shot.